Hello, I'm Rachel Power. I'm the community correspondent for AccountingWEB.co.uk. And in association with cloud accounting software firm Exact, this is the first in a series of video conversations with small businesses, accountants and industry experts about the 21st century client-accountant relationship, technology adoption and plans for the future. We'd love for viewers to get involved, so at the end of this video, please leave your comments or views and any questions you might have, and we'll endeavour to respond to them. You can also use the hashtag, so if you want to tweet about it, it's hashtag 21st century accountant.
I run a online t-shirt retailer in Bristol. We've been going 10 years, and that's about it.
I run Emmaus Bristol, which is part of an international movement to help homeless people. But the big thing we do is we run a social enterprise. So our aim is to become self-supporting through our own work, and those who join us who've been homeless live with us and work in our business, our social business. So it's like any other business. We have all the same things, but we have the charity commission as well to deal with. So
been in the software industry for around 16 years, had my own practice for about 4 of those, sold it to a larger vendor, and helping Exact into the UK market and supporting SMEs and accounting practices across the UK.
I think online is definitely the way we're going. I think if you're a small business or a medium-sized charity, which we are, then the competition is huge. I mean, we're competing against major nationals we've got shops basically who can spend, say, 80,000 on putting a shop in a high street and afford the rent and employ a manager. Well, we can't do that because we're too small. However, our market is enormous if it's on the web. So we run an eBay shop now. We've got an Amazon bookshop, and I think that's the way that we want to go. So it doesn't matter how big your shop is on the high street or where it is. Actually, you can sell a lot of stuff. So I think for us, that's the way we go, and that is an opportunity.
We're growing quite well internationally at the moment through eBay, Amazon, and various other worldwide online marketplaces. It's very difficult for us to plan and see how economic conditions are going to affect us, because we've been operating in recession or downturn longer than we've been operating out of it. Some years we've experienced strong growth, some years we've experienced level, some years we've experienced slight decline. So it's very, very difficult, but I think from my personal point of view, the joy of being the sole owner of a lifestyle business is not to answer to anybody, and really my yardstick is if I'm making a profit and able to pay my mortgage, keep all my 10 members of staff happy and employed, that's my goal. And if I can keep doing that for another 10 years, I should be able to retire early. And yeah, again, keep smiling.
First of all, there's a huge increase in SMEs. So we have a population that's gone through some challenging times. There are obviously lots of redundancies in the economy, and some of those have gone into driving SMEs and growth through SMEs. So there are plenty of opportunities within SMEs on how they're starting, but it's also about the businesses that they're going into. Are they going into a lifestyle business? Are they going into business to make money? Are they looking to be the next hot thing? How are they going to be financed? All of these things really contribute to driving long-term business planning. So business planning is not simply a way of going, okay, I want to get from A to B, and how am I going to get there? It's about what do you find, what are your personal goals? What do you see success to be looking like? Where do you want to be in 6 months' time as opposed to 5 years? Let's not always think about the super long-term goal. It's about breaking that plan into sizable chunks for you to consume, and also about being flexible enough to adopt that as well.
No, they're essential. We have a strategic plan and we have a business plan, and our financial planning is for 5 years. So we're about to buy a new building. We've bought a new building. We're actually moving our business premises lock, stock and barrel. and it's a major venture. So you can't do that on the back of an envelope, I'm afraid. I mean, the initial calculations are done on the back of an envelope, like most entrepreneurs do. But I think once you think you can make it work, and you've done your sums with a calculator and a piece of paper, you've then got to get into the detail. I don't personally like detail much, but I know we need it, so I get our financial manager to do the detail for us to make sure that we can run the business. For me, if we get it wrong, it means that 20 people who used to be homeless will be homeless again, and that's the big thing for me. I've got to make sure that those guys and women have a home in the future, and we have 7 staff as well, and a lot of people who depend on, lots of volunteers who depend on actually Emmaus being a success. So the stakes are high. Actually, it's not just I could lose my job. Actually, people could be made homeless again, and I think I would feel I'd really fail at that point.
I'm kind of lucky enough to operate a successful, profitable business. We have a really happy life here. No one works too hard. I've recently become a father for the first time. So my goals really 5 years ago were quite different. I wanted to build the business as big as I could, sell it, and go and do something else. Now, just my business plan is carry on doing what we're doing, keep the turnover and the profits at the level they are. If I can, achieve that for another 10 years, then I'm happy. I've done what I set out to do. I haven't given myself a heart attack for working too hard. And I think really where I've sort of positioned myself now is I've been lucky enough to be self-employed for 10 years. Never thought that would happen. If I could be lucky enough to be self-employed for another 10 years, then that's pretty much all of my career, down to myself. And I went to public school and I don't like authority, so I've always had problems working for other people. So, this is my dream come true. The fact that it works well and it pays the mortgage is a real bonus. So really just want to carry on doing what we're doing, and we've been lucky enough to have a good 10 years. So we can be lucky enough to have another good 10 years. Then everybody's happy.
Well, our internal financial fund manager has, of course. She provides me with the budgets, and then I play with them and try and make them work, and perhaps I usually put a bit more optimism in them than I am an optimist. She does play a very important role in our organisation, and I think for the size we are, it's essential we have someone who's on the, as I say, on the money. Very, very important.
I was trying to think of my answer. I really couldn't think of anything apart from no. I think what you guys and all the viewers will probably realise from this conversation is I probably haven't done a very good job over the last decade of picking the right advice. However, no one's ever offered anything like that, and if I've wanted it to be done, I've done it myself. The joy is that my wife works alongside me. We both part owners and part MD, so it's the kind of thing we can sit on the sofa and or over dinner just say, right, we want to turn over an extra couple of $100,000 in this area, or we want to move our products this way. So we're a very, very informal business, and I guess we do plan, we do business plans. They're just not written down. They might be scrawled on a whiteboard, they might be on a post-it note here or there, they might be mentioned on the staff night out. But what we do is listen to everything everybody has to say, and we like to take on everybody's advice. And if it was mentioned on a night out at 2 a.m. in the pub, I will do my utmost to put that plan in motion on the Monday morning at 8 o'clock. So we don't have a business plan, but we do plan our business to the best interest of us and all our members of staff.
They are, or they should be, core in driving success in all businesses. Business planning is but one aspect to it. Business planning is key. For example, when I was in practice and a practitioner, business reviews, business planning was a 6-monthly cycle. It was provided as an added value service because there's obviously an interest for the accountant as well as the business to make sure that it's a success. So both interests are obviously secure. And business planning is it's key and essential to make sure that everyone is running on track, that goals are realistic, and you have contingencies in place if there are challenges that you didn't see coming up board. So you can certainly plan for them, and it's also really key that the plans are integral part of the strategy for the business. So again, business planning is key.
We've come to the end of our video series. I'd like to thank everyone who's watched them, and I'd really like to thank my delegates who've been really, really good attendees today. So thank you very much, Pat Wood.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jay. And thank you very much, Richard Pendlebury.
Thank you.